friends. I was going to get back with you in regards to my journey coming to Atlanta from Indianapolis. This is, I believe it is series 3 or 4. I don't know which one it is. But anyway, have a new look. Just let you know. Y'all know it's a sew-in, so yeah, it's what it is. But anyway, my hair has actually really grown since I've been here. About 5 years ago, I went all natural. And my hair has grown out like really long. It's past my ears now, where it was really super short, as you saw in some of my photos on Facebook and Instagram. But anyway, I'm still trying to let it grow. I want it to be past my neckline and maybe down my back a little bit more before I go fully natural. And so that's why I am wearing my sew-ins. But back to my story about my journey coming here to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually driving right now. Y'all know I'm not supposed to be doing that because they have a little law against that. But anyway, I'm driving around the hills of Georgia right now in Atlanta. And it is the last day of the year, 2018. But last time I left off with my story, or my journey, I was speaking to you on the factor that I had left Indianapolis with the hopes of starting a new adventure here in Atlanta, Georgia, because of losing the job in Indianapolis, actually resigning. I let you know that I did resign. I did not actually get fired or quit or anything like that. So anything like that, but the school was closing, as you all know. But anyway, long story short, our plane ride, that was the most important thing to me, actually. Our plane ride was super cool. It was actually my children's first time actually being on an airplane. My younger children, Gabrielle and Azriel, my older boys, Joshua and Philip, have been on airplanes before because they've traveled across the country and things like that. But anyway, this is my first time for my younger children, who are now 13 and 11, their first experience. And we have now officially been here for 6 months and 31 days. And so tomorrow will mark our 8th month, or no, hold on. We've been here for 7 months and 31 days, excuse me. So tomorrow, January 1st, will mark our 8th month here in Atlanta, Georgia. So very cool. But anyway, our plane ride was super cool. Enjoyed it a whole lot. We actually got a chance to watch the Black Panther on the plane, which was a Delta airline, which is super cool. We got fed nicely, everything like that. It was actually a great first experience, especially for my children. But anyway, we've been in Atlanta, and when I got to Atlanta, I had prospects for employment, but I actually did not have employment. So actually we had money saved up and things like that on our move. We had our vehicle transported here, as well as had all of our 3 house supplies from our house actually brought here on a truck. It took them a little bit longer than it was our vehicle. Our vehicle actually only took a day or 2 after we had arrived here in Atlanta to get here. So we did have our car while we were here. And then we had our belongings from our house following that, maybe a few days later. But anyway, long story short, again, we did pretty well starting out. We had a lot of bumps and scratches and different things to go on as we've been here, but we actually got a chance to have employment. Our first employment was at the Salvation Army Croc Center, which was started out as a super great experience. And then it just, obviously when you're working with younger children, and it's really not the children, it's really the adults that are normally the situation. So we dealt with that. But anyway, we worked there the entire summer, and it afforded us the opportunity to actually have season passes to Six Flags. That's why a lot of times a lot of my friends and family will see posts on Instagram or Facebook about us going to Six Flags. Matter of fact, we just went there yesterday on December the 30th, and we celebrated. Actually, our son Philip was here and his girlfriend were here, and we had a great time there. Actually, it was a little misty, but it was still nice. But during the summertime, I'm telling you, here in Atlanta, when they say hot Atlanta, that's exactly what they mean. Like 97 degrees feels like 105, so it's very, very seriously hot here. But they have a water park at Six Flags, so we would actually always adventure out to the water park, as well as going on all the water rides and different rides there at Six Flags. The other thing, I actually got, after the Kroc Center and everything, that experience, I got hired at Barack and Michelle Obama Academy, which was elementary school. I had not worked in an elementary school level since my first job, which was right out of college, and that was back in 2000 or 1999, anyway, like that. I was in Gary, Indiana at the Christ Baptist Christian Academy, and I taught social studies and English there. And so that was my first experience in working with elementary school level kids. So after 20 years later, almost 20 years later, this is my second experience. After that, I had worked in middle school and high school. Obviously, I worked at Broadville Magnet High School for Arts and Humanities for 11 and a half years, along with working at Flanner House in Indianapolis. So all of those were great, super jobs, and now I'm working currently here in Atlanta, Georgia at Barack Michelle Obama Academy, which was formerly known as the D.H. Stanton Elementary School. But anyway, there was, everybody knows, because it's been in the local media as well as national news, the D.H. Stanton School was actually shut down because there was a big financial scandal with the school. So they renamed it Barack and Michelle Obama Academy after one of our most great leaders of our time, African-American leader, Mr. Barack Obama, and they also named it after his wife, the First Lady, Michelle Obama. They will always be my First Lady and my President, outside of the person that we currently have right now. No shots, because I don't like to give shots to people, period, because everybody has their flaws and blemishes, because we are all human. We are not Jesus Christ himself. So anyway, long story short, I like to use that word, long story short. As you know, I've used that several times already. But anyway, moving on. I work at Barack Michelle Obama Academy. I teach grades kindergarten, through 5th grade in the performance arts of dance. And so it's just so ironic. This is the inaugural year for the performing arts program there, and I happen to be the first dance director for the program. You heard that little knock on my car. That was an acorn falling from the trees. They have a whole lot of trees here in Atlanta. Like, it's just non-stop trees. Everywhere you go, trees. Everywhere you go, greenery. Everywhere you go, leaves. Everywhere you go, grass, red grass, white grass. It's pretty cool because this is the South, and then they have red dirt. Like, so the Midwest doesn't experience all this stuff. Believe me, I'm in the South. But that's going to conclude today. I wanted to share with you on the last day of the year 2018 my experience. I have a lot more to share with you about the different things that have gone on since we've been here in Atlanta. But I'm very, very proud to be here. I am now officially a Georgia Peach. I used to be a Hoosier. In Indianapolis, I will forever be a Hoosier, but I am now currently known as a Georgia Peach here in Atlanta, Georgia, where all the so-called celebrities, it ain't that deep. It really ain't that deep. Anyway, but FYI, we do live across the street from Candy Burgess, you know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But anyway, I'm driving, so I'm going to have to get on off, but I want to share with everybody my experience here in Atlanta. And I hope you all have a super great 2019 as we ring in the new year. Love you all. Talk to you real soon. Goodbye.